Have you ever felt really on about something that you're wanting to create in your life? Like something you feel good about your desire, you put it out there, and then all of a sudden you just feel dead about it. Like you can't visualize it, you can't get excited about it, you can't even believe fully in it. And it's like, wait, I was just feeling so good. What happened? This morning I was on point. Now we're in the midday and I'm feeling doubtful. I'm feeling insecure. I'm not feeling completely bought in. What's going on? Why do I feel good some moments and then literally the next moment I feel so terrible, like my vision is never coming? Let's talk about this because this is the thing that really sets a lot of us off and takes us off track. We are so close to getting what it is that we want, but then when we give in to this story, to this moment, this micro moment, this derails so much. So let's dive in. My name is Jenna, and this is the Default Program. We're all about changing your default here on this channel. It's all about you learning that you have a mental conditioning. You have a wiring. You have a pattern. It's not your fault. It's not something that anyone did to you on purpose, but it is something that we get to handle now once we uncover it and we understand it. And we want to understand how your mind specifically is wired. Once you get that, you are home free on so many different levels. So I'm passionate about helping you become secure. Secure in yourself, secure in your attachments, secure as a human being, that you don't depend on anyone else for anything. Finances, health, relationships, all these things come from you learning how to be secure. And this is something we're not taught. No one taught you how to love yourself. We don't even like that term. I don't like that term either. But no one has taught us self-respect. We haven't taught boundaries. We haven't been taught that we are deserving. We haven't been taught these things. That's what you're here to learn. I'm here to teach you what you didn't learn at an early age. And that's okay. It's all okay. No one's at fault. It's just we haven't learned really valuable things, vital things for us in order to get what it is that we want. So when it comes to your default, you have a pattern, which means there's a part of you that believes that you can have a bigger and better life, which is why you're able to dream. If you can dream, you're way a step of the curb. You're way ahead. You're way ahead of the curb is what I meant to say. You are so on track if you can even visualize something that it is that you want. Your dream faculty is working in your favor. It's showing you your future. So any vision that you have for your life, any dream, any memory is just literally you foreshadowing what's going to happen to you. It's literally your dream faculty is the memory of the future. So if you are thinking about something that you're desiring and you get excited about it, it's just because it's already happened and it is yours to experience. What we have to do is remind yourself of this. This is why you have the roller coaster of the hot and cold, feeling high, buzzing around, getting excited, and then all of a sudden you have a drop, a feeling that it's never going to happen, disappointment, you have a low energy. It's this roller coaster ride. That's what manifesting really is, but that's also what life is. And I'm going to explain to you why, if you're on this roller coaster, how successful you're about to become. So if you think about it, when you get on a roller coaster ride, if you're willing to visualize that, you get on the ride at whatever destination. So you're getting on the roller coaster right now. Equivalent to that would be you getting on the roller coaster, meaning you have a dream. So you write down your dream, you have this vision, you have this goal that's exciting. So you get on the roller coaster, you're excited. You like roller coasters in this scenario, pretend like you do even if you don't. So you get on this roller coaster, you get all strapped in, you set all your intentions, you have your vision board, perhaps you have your scripting letter, you have it all. Then the roller coaster starts going, right? And maybe you're going up and up and up and up and up. And you're getting prepared, you're getting excited, all the things. What happens when you get to the peak? No matter what comes up must come down. So even in manifesting, what comes up must come down. So you have to understand you're not going to be high vibing 24/7. You don't want to be. When you have your dip, when you have your low, this is where you learn. You learn the next step that you need for your phase in your journey to manifest. So you don't go from making nothing to making $1 million overnight most often, because there's a journey that you need to take, because you need to become the person who can handle that type of pressure, that type of money, that type of influence. You aren't there yet. You're still in the identity of the person who's asked. So we have to develop your character, develop your identity to become the person who can not only get that $1 million, but sustain it, to be able to deal with the pressures and the expectations of having that kind of money and continuing to flow that money in. So here's the thing. This is where the roller coaster comes. Every time you feel a dip in your energy, I want you to thank it. I want you to go, oh, good, this is great. I need to recalibrate. This is me understanding that I'm on track and there's something that I'm learning here I'm needing to discover. Maybe it's you just learning how to support yourself, which is more often than not the case. What happens is when we're manifesting, we're trying to get something that it is that we want. There's a belief system. That's what I call your default program that we constantly are up against. Your default is something that you're defaulting back to when you're stressed, when you're not being conscious, when you're out in your day doing everything. Your subconscious mind comes in and takes over, right? That's why we can walk and talk at the same time and chew gum, because we have a subconscious mind that's taking care of the walking piece. We're not going, okay, foot, now one step, now the other step. Okay, heart, also breathe and beat and put oxygen all around and blood all around our system. We don't have to control any of that. That's our subconscious system working out for us. What happens here is when we are distracted, our subconscious mind goes to our default program, whatever we have conditioned there. So your default might be, well, I know that you want this, but also prepare to be disappointed because you've also been disappointed when you wanted something in the past and that really was hurtful. So we're going to protect you from that hurtful feeling and make you feel like you can't get it so that if you don't get it, you're not disappointed. So your default in mind is trying to support and help you and protect you, but it doesn't help you succeed or thrive. That's not what it's designed to do, which is what we're rewiring with every single one of these videos. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you share or like and send me a comment on what you're working on so I can help you directly. All of my videos lately have come directly from comments that you're leaving. This is a response to one of the comments that you've left. So it's learning how to understand your emotional journey. Your emotions are telling you everything. They're your guidance. So when you have a dip, it's not that you're off the roller coaster. You're still on the roller coaster. Are you kidding me? You still get what you want. It's inevitable that you get what you want. You're not getting off the roller coaster. You're locked in. You get what it is that you want. You already indicated where we're going. You already said it. It's okay. It's all good. The dip is part of the ride. This is what I'm saying. We have to learn how to enjoy the ride because the ride is part of your story. Once you even get what it is that you want, you're going to get back in line and do it all over again because it's the thrill. You want the thrill. Have you ever done that? Been so scared to get on a roller coaster ride and then went on it and then wanted to go on it a billion more times because it was that exhilarating? That's life. This is life. Life is going to be high, low, and you're going to keep going on the same ride over and over and over, manifesting new and new things. No matter what it is that you want, no matter how big you get, you're going to want more because you're alive. The moment you stop asking for something more is the moment that you're no longer living, because what would be the point of living if you weren't accumulating, if you weren't growing, if you weren't trying to become better? Life would have no meaning. Life would be boring. But this is the process of you learning and understanding when I have my high, I am on track, I'm in alignment, but I know that I'm going to come down and that's okay too. I'm going to work to get back up. How long are you down? You will notice that you're down shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter times as you start to develop your default program. You're actually going to enjoy the down moments just as much as you're going to enjoy the up moments because you know it's part of your growth. You know that it's part of the journey because your journey is inevitable. You get what it is that you want. So why is it that you can be so high and it feels so good and then all of a sudden you just get that hit? Well, this is the indication that you're going downhill, but it's the indication that part of your old identity is dying off. But it doesn't want to, so it's going to give you that last little fight. When you're going down, you feel you're anxious, you feel overwhelmed, you feel doubtful, you feel defeated, you feel disappointed, you feel frustrated, angry. These are all indicators that you get to work with your mind now. It doesn't mean you're never going to feel these feelings again. You're always going to feel things because you're a human. Your emotions are part of being human, so don't label them as good or bad. Because you're angry today, because you have a moment where you're feeling doubtful, you're now going to say, I can't manifest this. Look it, I can't. Don't give in to it. Work with it. Your default is to give in and believe what your mind is saying. But we're rewiring that so when you have that dip, you go, okay, I'm feeling doubtful right now because the story in my mind is saying, look at the evidence, it hasn't changed. You've been working on this for a while and it's still not happening. Instead, you flip that and go, I love that it's not happening yet because I'm growing. This is my moment where I get to soothe myself. I'm on track. I'm on the ride. I'm strapped in. No matter what, I get what I want because I'm strapped in on this ride. I don't know how long this roller coaster is. I don't know how many turns and tosses I'm going to go through, and I'm not supposed to know. That's not the point. You don't get on any roller coaster and know the entire journey right off the bat. That's why you keep going, because you get the thrill. You love that feeling of being alive. This is life. So when you have those dips and it feels like, oh my gosh, like it's just, my visualizations are just dead. It's not. It's your identity shifting. It's you learning to become better. It's you growing. It's actually you up-leveling. So it's how you're handling yourself in these moments that matter. It doesn't matter that you're having these moments. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter how many times or how doubtful or frustrated you are throughout the day. It's how you're handling every time that matters. Because every single time you're going to notice that you're going to get stronger. You're going to be less affected. You're going to be unbothered. You're going to learn how to work with yourself. And this is how you manifest everything. It's about you learning how to soothe yourself through the highs and through the lows. You get what it is that you want. It's inevitable. There's no question. There's not one part of this video that's saying, well, we're not sure. No, absolutely you can have it. If you can see it, you can ask for it, it's done. Just learning how to handle the highs and the lows, that's part of your identity shifting. That's part of this journey. So just notice your patterns and ride out the wave. Get good at riding out that wave because you're going to have them no matter what. No matter how successful you get, you're still going to have these moments. When you learn this, you are starting to change your beliefs and your manifestations, your life, everything that you desire will always catch up to your beliefs. If you're not getting what it is that you want, it's because you haven't worked on your beliefs. Don't work on your goal, work on your beliefs. This is the only shift. This is the only focus. And you get what it is that you want.